And the next one on my nifty little list, I'm going to have to... There. So the next one on my nifty little list is a Thieves Oasis. And this one is done by Xarmonia. And there's a little description and a title that I shall read to you. Resort Town. This is not just a house, but a whole resort town where everything is aimed not only at the recreation of visiting tourists, but also someone intends to deceive them. Oh my! But let's start in order. It's better to inspect the house from the left side, immediately going up the stairs, examining the first three houses, the old sanctuary of the Khajiit. You'll be lucky if you don't get caught by his minions. And you can see for yourself. Opposite is the house of the cockfight organizer. Oh my. Oh my. And right behind it is a 3-star hotel where you can spend the night for a very immodest price. I love this. Going up the stairs, you will see a bathhouse, and going to the left, you will see a witch's shop. Oh my! It seems like we truly are in Spooktober. I've not planned this, everybody, so I just want to note this. It just so happens. A witch's shop with love spells and curses for life. Returning back and going up the stairs, you will find yourself in a cafe where you can either order food or cook it yourself. Crossing the bridge to the other side, you will see a bank going down and a souvenir shop across the road. Turning right and turning the corner, a museum. Well, how could we not be without a courtesan? Her room is located under the bank. I compare it with a hotel, and in the end, here it is. It's a desert. It's a desert, but there are fountains and a lot of greenery, and everything was provided by GI magicians. Okay, you see the sign. Of course, there are still many places to relax. There's a small embankment, a historical monument, an equipped place for fishing, and other pleasant little things. There's a variety of recreation here. Visit the resort city. All right. What an invitation. And that's a very interesting description, Xarmonia. Oh my. Oh my. Where are we going, everyone? And I shall take us there. Oh, it looks very pleasant at first glance. What do you guys think? Look. Beautiful cherries we can see in the distance. An elegant road. Few balconies, and this is quite a change too. Working a little bit with the plot, but it's a reskin, it's a redesign, a reimagination already. cooking committee. Ooh, this is a bit fast, Ree. Slow. Wow. Oh, just wow. Look, everyone. Oh, Xarmonia. It really is a desert. We do know that. But of course, it does have an oasis. And some of you are a little bit at odds with some of the plots because of the weather, that that they can be afflicted with sandstorms and things like that. Oh, very nice pathing here. Oh, so colorful, so beautiful. Oh my, oh my, and there's truly a lot to explore here. Oh, this is such a big reskin. Oh, this is so amazing. I'm going to just show you a little bit just how much reskin this is. How much layers were added, how much the facade has changed. She did tell us to go up the stairs. Oh, it's an interesting sign here that she created, or I'm saying she, but I can't be for sure here. But look, interesting signpost here. I hope you can see this. The little shells there, the little starfishies. Well, that's quite an interesting idea to create a sign like this. And oh, I mean, we do know. Xarmonia has told us what's there, and we do already see a little chicken there. Oh, but we were told to go directly up the stairs, and so we shall. Oh my. Oh my, look, everyone. Magnificent reskin. But very gentle and elegant. Very gentle additions here and there. Music is very nicely chosen. Calming, relaxing. Beautiful flower choices here. Adding a little bit of light into them, into those little flower pots that you can add. We do have wonderful wedding trellis here as well. Oh, look. Oh, look. We were told up the stairs. Oh, we shall see what the houses are, everyone. Because apparently all the houses... Oh, the door is open, by the way. Xarmonia, I hope it's supposed to be open. If not, I'm terribly sorry. Shall leave it open, though. Look. Oh, is this the shop that we were told about? Where you can get all kinds of ingredients, curses and spells and, you know, love spells, charms, maybe even too. And it looks like there's a little bit of necro Lego here in the mix. Oh, the sister is here, probably awaiting customers to persuade them into getting a few items of necessity. Need to cast that spell on someone, or to maybe get a divining rod or something. Oh, there are interesting supplies there too. A little bit hearty and a few other ingredients among few herbs, of course. Very nice attention to detail here. Such a nice, elegant way utilizing this piece. So maybe you don't see it, but of course the little stall is one piece, but adding the little heart here and the containers and the vials. Hello there, Taryn. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. The glorious day. And then adding a little bit more herbs here. We are currently in a resort town designed by Xarmonia and is a little bit on the different kind of experience, shall we say. The description is quite interesting. It's very, very interesting. Also more display here. 2 little herb displays. And a crystal here and even more vials. It's so nice. Wonderful layering job too. And I should note that Xarmonia has designed this, right? So this little room is designed entirely from scratch. It isn't here in the house. If you can see that. What a wonderful job. So nice, Xarmonia. So nice. And again, I will probably say this a few times, but all the pieces are so nice and flush. Placement is so well done. Might have been a lot of fiddling about with precision placing. But I do know some of you don't use certain tools. This is so nice, really. Really well done. Also individual pieces here, I hope you can see that. The little nightstands there. Really, really wonderful job. Again, door was open. I hope it's supposed to be open, Xarmonia. Those of you, if you visit houses, please close doors if you find them closed and leave lights turned up if they are up. And if they're not, then leave them as they are. All designers usually think very hard about all their builds and which lights they put on and where they place the certain things and whether a door needs to be closed or open. Oh, also nice water feature here. Very nice. In a resort town. Lots of little decision making here. Wonderful trees added. Very colorful. Very bright and warm at times. Some more in the autumnal color palette, but some certainly really bright, lush, and really, really welcoming too. See. Oh my. Oh, very steamy. Very steamy. So nice adding all those house guests and also the pets, adding them here adds a lot of life, a lot of vibrancy. Wonderful flower choices here too. And again, I'm going to show a little bit of the reskin here so you see just how much is going on. Oh, this is very cozy. Really comfortable. Ooh. Oh my. Changing room maybe? And maybe you can take a bath here? relax and unwind as you would in a resort. Also really nice attention to detail here with the drain. Xarmonia added for us to see. Elegant lighting. Beautiful carpet choice there too. Very deliberate choices. So interesting mirror there. Ooh, oh my. Very steamy, this place. I mean, you would probably need a nice steamy bath to relax and unwind when you are on a resort trip. Mm. Oh, so many houses to explore here, or so many parts of the house to explore. To see. Oh, and the infamous sandstorm is happening currently. No worries, Xarmonia. And sometimes people are really dismayed by it. Oh, wonderful lighting here. Have a look down into the plot a little bit. Really wonderful working with the plot and just adding a little bit here and there. Adding on to original pieces and existing pieces. That's always helpful. Very nice. Very calm and relaxed. But we were told it's a little bit of a different place. Really wonderful. Really wonderful place. I really do love the choices here. Trees. It's very nice. Warm colors. Elegantly lit. Oh. Oh, upstairs we can go. Gorgeous pinks of those cherries. It's just so amazing. Oh, is this its heaven? Fargrave, embracing a little bit of the greenhouse here. Very nice. It's also such a nice slot saver. I should mention we are in a 700 slot home. 699 slots used. Door also open. Look, everyone. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Very nice. Really cozy, very comfortable. Also, such a nice idea to smooch the greenhouse in here and then work with part of the plot here. Hope you can see this. There's a little bit of reskin and still respecting the original plot going on, building onto the surface here. Very nice. Oh, also a little water feature here, elegant color choices and light choices as well. Few wonderful little bubbles bubbling away, adding a little bit atmosphere to the gentle murmur of the fountain. And with all weather, the greenhouse is very permissible with these. It will also rain in here. Oh, nice lighting up there too. Wedding lamps, very nice. Very soft light. It's quite interesting how the greenhouse looks in different weather as well. Oh, oh my, and so much So much nice food here. There's fish, a lot of seafood I see, but also kebab and bread. Mm. And it seems stew is also on the menu, everyone. And wonderful wine. Fantastic. And this is so cozy and comfortable here. I do like many of those furnishings too, and they do marry so nice. Red Guard has such a nice, vibrant, powerful color palette. Very luxurious engravings and intarsia in the wood, in the woody features. Quite elaborate. Very nice. Wonderful color palette here again, also with the greenery here. Soft and gentle blues meandering into more green and spots of red and warm colors, contrasting nicely with the background, but very subtle, very muted, very nice. Wonderful little cooking station here. So lovely that they added this one. And Kildora waiting at the ready with drinks for any visitors. So everybody do come visit. Bring all your friends. Show them around. Find your favorite spot. Oh, this is so nice. Really wonderful idea. Creating this here. Still a bit sandstormy outside. Mmm. It's really special. It's really, really special. Really elegant. Really wonderful marrying those different furnishing styles here, seeing what works, what doesn't work. These awnings, again, Red Guard. Just the color palette of those furnishings is so perfect for this particular build. Ooh. Oh, look. Have a nice view in here. Oh, nice seating areas. Very cozy. These benches there are so perfect. So gorgeous. Really wonderful lighting here on the tree trunks. Just the gnarliness really is brought forward with this wonderful lighting and makes it stand out a little bit more, lends a little bit more depth to the tree, to the piece, to the scenery. Oh, wonderful. What a magnificent spot also to sit and gaze out into the oasis, into the momentarily sandstormy place. Of course, you could say there is a lot that the plot already gives you, but I think you still have to have a lot of imagination to design around it, to respect it, to create something stunning, something gorgeous like this. And then, of course, reskinning, like any approach really is so special because you guys design it, you guys approach it, you guys find your way with it. Oh, nice statue placement here. Maybe blocking off a little bit. Oh, very nice lighting here. And we can have another look down. See the magnificent resort town and the little street. Wonderful, wonderful meandering pathing here with those two. Really elegant. Adding a little bit of life, as I said, to the build. Whoa. Beautifully lit, the fountain here. You can also see the masonry work here and seeing how very well accentuated this piece is. It's just amazing. It's very wonderful. Helps it stand out a little bit more. So nice seating area here. Can sit, relax, gaze at the fountain while it trickles down. Soft little murmur. As advertised, there are parts of the plot that are certainly very relaxing, as you would imagine in a resort. Oh, oh, look. Oh, wonderful. Beautiful scenery here too. Beautiful, gorgeous statue here. Beautiful lighting on that statue. So gorgeous. Also, perfect spot for the statue here. Really, the color comes out really nicely. The lighting is just so fantastic. Really soft and gentle backdrop too. Water cascading down from the waterfall. Very nice. Look, everyone. A little hidden place. Very sweet. Ah, fishing. We were told about fishing, everyone. So there is a little bit of fishing supplies here, and fishies already here drying off. Oh, and a little campfire here. Maybe to cook the fishies soon. Very nice. Very nice. And such a cozy and relaxing place. Beneath the little tree, you could sit and relax and fish for a while. Nice day for fishing, ain't it? Oh, so beautiful. So relaxing. Wonderful color choices here too. Very soft and subdued. Relaxing by the water. not all that sorted yet. I mean, besides a little shop that we found that had special kinds of interest. Xarmonia, this is so sweet. So gorgeous. What a magnificent, huge plot too. Of course, a 700 slot plot. Those tend to be very vast. Sometimes with many, many rooms and a lot of space, open space sometimes too. That just needs filling, and in some plots that's extremely difficult to do because of the vastness of those plots. We are meandering slowly back because there was still something on the downstairs on this side that we've not seen. Oh. Oh my. Oh. Oh, this is very cozy. Oh, and so comfortable. Look, everybody. Oh. Very nice and cozy bed here. And a beautiful tapestry. Little trunk by the bedside. And a little table. A little bit sparse, of course, but there is a little bit of luxury too with those wonderful carpets here. Very nice color choices, really nice structural pieces too. And you should note this is also built along the wall too. Oh, oh my! Oh yes, we were told about this particular space, right? Xarmonia noted for us. There is where was it? Uh-huh. The house of the cockfight organizer. Oh my. Oh my. This is interesting, right? Because we know also that there's a 3-star hotel, and a little bit on the nose with the 3 stars. Very good. Oh, little chicken. Hey, you. Can I boop your little snoot? Or tickle you behind the earsies? This one is in a cage. Look. Oh. Oh, but there is water. So they do have water. And a nice cover here with the wedding trellis for this particular piece. Very nice. Smooth and elegant. Very nice lighting here. Again, very soft and subdued. Really love the construction here, adding onto the plot and creating rooms and extra houses. Quite elaborate. And little one, hello. Oh, chicken. Oh, is this one off to the next fight, maybe? Very, that part might be a bit sordid or darker. Different, darker part of tourism, maybe. Door is also open. I hope it's really meant to be open. And right next to it, the 3-star hotel. That's an interesting neighborhood, right? You have the office of a cockfighting organizer here. So very nice foliage choices here with the shrubs as well. And then you have a 3-star hotel here. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, oh look. Wonderful carpet choice. Nice and dark. Very elegant color palette. Really huge paintings here. Oh. And a very large tapestry. Very nice. Gorgeous choices. And another large tapestry here too. Ooh. Aha. As well. Little water feature, but I think this is meant to be a sink, you know, to maybe wash before you go to bed. And a little changing room. And we do have a little, well, little partitions here, or paravents. Divide us to lend some privacy to whoever is sleeping here. Oh no, the bed isn't made. Well, we were told it's just a 3-star hotel. Wonderful bedside table there too. Very nice. Oh, and this bed is also not made up. Oh my. Has the maid not been through here yet, maybe? Very nice. Looks so cozy and comfortable too. Wonderful light additions here as well. Windows, just really, really magnificent. Really nice reskin here as well. So the wall is a Fargrave wall. Hope you can see that. I do love the Fargrave walls. They're so amazing. Really gorgeous. Just really also turns this room into a lighter, warmer, cozier place. Beautiful. Ah, oh, and another room with more privacy maybe, and a gorgeous window throwing a little bit of light onto the bed. Also a little bit rumpled. Maybe we're here just before the maid has to go through. So cozy, so elegant. And of course, you know, it's a reskin closing off part of the house with the wall here. That's very, very smart, very elegant, and a really gentle reskin, but it is still a reskin. Really gorgeous, Xarmonia. Beautiful lighting too. Maybe a reception desk here. Oh, so fantastic. So beautiful. Really love that tapestry too. Gorgeous. Very amazing. So a 3-star hotel, everyone here. Lovely. So you saw you can bring a friend or partner and stay for a while. On the other side, let's have a look here. Oh, looks a bit. Oh my. Oh my. Uh-huh. Ah, the old sanctuary here. I see. Elegantly lit from above. I hope you can see this. And we are in. This looks to me like it's a font of Ariel. I think it's a font of Ariel that was placed here. And again, this is another edition. Oh, hello, you. You know, I can boop your little snoot. Off they go. Oh, And you're back. They do sometimes spit, these little ones. But this looks to me like a font of Oriel. Let's see if it is so. Yes, it is. And on top, a little bit of extra light to really highlight this gorgeous, wonderful sanctuary. I think is the golden um accents here that really gave it away for me a little bit, Toad. Oh, it's quite nice. And then more layering in here and changing the room just slightly. Beautiful. And yeah, adding a little bit more light in here or subduing the light because the font of Oriel can be very light, right? So putting something on top, so a bit of elsewhere floor here. And then Kunzari, sweetly lit. Very nice. So maybe someone was here just recently and added a few candles, lit them in the sanctuary here. Also quite interesting, right across from that organizer who's organizing cockfights. That's kind of, I don't know about you, but cockfights are a little bit different. But I mean, Xarmonia did describe it a little bit like it is a typical tourist experience with every flavor there is, the good and the acquired tastes, maybe. Also in a little bit symbiotic relationship and creating this melange of a touristy experience. Is I really love that layering onto the existing facade and the creation and redesigning a little bit around this. This is very nice. And choosing which parts of the rooms will be used and which parts won't be used. And I should also note the window here on the outside. This one, it corresponds with the window inside. And as you know, these windows do not smooch in or out. So it's very nice and such nice thinking, and it's a nice detail too to think about. Okay, I have a window on the outside, so I kind of need it on the inside as well. This one, very nice, really lovely, and really very homogeneous build, playing a little bit with the original existing color palette and then layering a little bit on top and to the sides, creating this very unique look. Mm. Oh, oh, look. What do we have here? What do you guys think? Also, really nice color palette here again. I really love those wonderful flowery golden spots around in the green. Really adds to the scenery. It's just so nice. And then a nice trellis here and beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous pieces here. These ones, of course, those trees in cypresses, of course. They do fit really nicely here. So I really like turning that bridge over and lighting it in this way. It's just so magnificent. Gorgeous, elegantly colored awning here. Such attention to detail all around. And this is why I do these slow, very slow walks. Oh my. Oh my. Oh wow. And what a reskin. Oh my, everyone. Look. So that's another interesting use for that bridge. Some of you have decided the ceiling. So we have here the bridge, of course, a very starry, nice bridge that some of you have put to very good use. And I think that must be a layering of the fire song font. Let me see. Deadlands floor, moonlit path. Yeah, Deadlands, look at that. But the watery feature, I think that is the I can't click in it just yet or here, but I think it's the Firepond font that you can get in Galen. Oh, it's so nice. Very nice play also with those windows. And I've spoken about this particular wonderful bridge here before. Was that your question, or were you wanting to know more, Red Fox Princess? Because I think it's that font, that wonderful large watery feature. I do love using it as well. It's very special. Mm, yeah, the water feature or the way the water behaves makes me think that is not powerful enough for it to be unless Xarmonia has hidden it very well. But it looks to me like it's the pool and multiple. I think it's two because there's one, should be one over here as well. And then really don't underestimate Deadlands furnishings. Some of you have made such great use of them. And the floor, well, this is a Deadlands floor, of course, and we see it here, reskinning the wall and, of course, the ceiling, but it's a layering. Hello there, Turk Blue. Welcome, welcome. What are we looking at today? So, I did an impromptu episode number 5 of Slow Walks just now. I was actually I had it scheduled for you, the second part of Fantastic Creatures, designer special, but that's been postponed. So I decided, okay, what to do? Let's have a slow walk. And so here we are. And this one is the second entry, or well, the second one on my list for tonight. I hope it is. I really do hope it is. Um, and this one is by Xarmonia. The first one was very scary. It was the surgery room, the Tamriel's surgery room by Rishi. And we saw Bastion was on the operating table, and the surgeon had a hammer in her hand. There were bloody, there was a bloody mess there too. I know. Um, if you haven't seen it, I would invite you to go visit. It's the what was it? Let me check. The Ancient Anchor Bath, it was by Rishi. And it's Rishi noted it is her most sordid and horrifying construction. And we are here now in a resort town that offers all the flavors of holidays. You know, the very good ones and the acquired tastes. We've seen a very interesting shop that might offer, mm, well, incantations and potions of the more romantic kind with a very lovely vendor. And then we saw a 3-star hotel already, and right next to it, in its direct vicinity, if that makes sense, the office of an organizer who dabbles in the cockfighting scene. Then we had also already seen a sanctuary, an old sanctuary, really nicely smooched in. Um, and now we are here, staring at the ceiling, mesmerized. And I was just saying that do not underestimate the power of Deadlands furnishings, everyone. Yeah, it is quite a nice effect. And Red Fox Princess was asking what the water feature is. And I think it is the pool, because it's not powerful enough to be a cage, an Azurplasm cage. And of course, we do see that this is, of course, that gorgeous, magnificent bridge some of you put to such wonderful use. And the way in which this is covered, look, Red Fox Princess, it's the pool. You can see the rounded shape here just above. It's a little bit dark. I hope you can see it. It comes off on screen for you. It must be the pool. I really love using that pool. By the way, if you hide an Azurplasm cage really far beneath such a pool, you get a really nice effect too. So you can. I love playing around with these. They are so versatile and so elegant. And Xarmonia has layered them here with Deadlands floors. So there's a little bit more glistening effect. And with that wonderful bridge, you have an added layer, an added atmospheric layering here. And of course, a little bit of light doesn't hurt either. Very nice. And the window behaves probably as it should. Can you see on the statue? Very nice. And of course, the singing wall. Again, reskinning the interior of this part of the Thieves Oasis. That's quite smart. And we do have a little light effect here as well. And that's why I'm going to highlight this a little bit, because I think um, some might underestimate how powerful Deadlands furnishings can be. This, if lit in a wonderful way, you can create this slightly moist, elegant look that plays a little bit off of the lighting here. Really accentuates also the textures of those floorings. It's very nice. Of course, the singing wall is singing away. Little bit of light colors here. Wonderful flower choices. And it's another Fargrave wall here. Very nice. Look, the layering here is just so magnificent. Really appreciate that. And deciding to block off parts of the room and letting just a little bit of the original abode peek through. It's quite nice. And a wonderful statue here, elegantly lit, does really help. Few floaty books, more floaty books, wonderful Sijic lighting here all around. Iroda is here. Also, these lights, I've spoken about those before as well. Those wonderful sword lamps. They have it's such a difference to light them in their different shades. It's just so amazing. I really appreciate that. Can really change the atmosphere of a room drastically. Beautiful lighting here. So nice use for that wonderful bust. Magnificent. Also very nice tapestry here and beautiful, gorgeous bookshelves. Also nice layering here. Little fountain added into the wonderful pool. Really gorgeous. And those windows. Lots of these windows. I'm sure a lot of you have unearthed a number of those too. Quite interesting what you can do with them. And of course, they must sometimes be coaxed into behaving. And you have to hope that the weather is right and the behavior will be as you intended. It's a nice addition here with the flower pot. Very magical. Very special. Also adding a little piece here. This one in particular, the replica, is of course something that will not count towards the 700 slot limit because it's a special furnishing, but still, oh, amazing. Oh my. Where are we here? Xarmonia. What an amazing place you've created. You redesigned. Gently reskinned. Very, very nice. So, quite calming again. Still very resorty. What you noting down? Wonderful. Very special place. Magnificent reskin. We do see a little bit of the walls of the original boat coming through or being left alone, but so much drastically changed here. Very amazing. And good evening to you, Siladis. So good to have you. Hope you're having a brilliant time. Oh, this is so gorgeous, Xarmonia. I mean, I've only started here. I feel like I've only scratched the surface. Looking around. Oh, very good to hear that. I'm so glad. I'm really, really happy to hear that you're doing so well. Hope everybody else is doing good too. Still a little bit of a sandstorm going on here. Is of course something that nobody can really influence. Zos, please, weather control. Pretty please. I am. I'm doing very good too. I have a wonderful Yorkshire tea here and a bit of water and a little treat later on waiting for me, and then a lot of treats here in this little episode, number 5 of Slow Walks, that I've decided to do impromptu a little bit. Hmm. It's been also a very nice autumnal day here. Gorgeous sun breaking through some really dramatic clouds. They looked really dramatic, but nothing came of it. Wind died down a little bit, was really howly. Last night it was behaving like a pack of wolves outside, howling wildly and rattling at my windows. And the trees outside are changing color, and it's just wonderful to see. I mean, I do know some people experience autumn a little bit differently, but for me, it's always a beautiful, gorgeous change. Nature telling us to slow down, to calm a little, to take a deep breath and hibernate a little bit. This is so wonderful, such nice layering here. Wonderful choices with those beautiful trees and flowers and trellises and lights, and there's a water feature here too. Very nice and enchanting. So beautiful. Oh, what do we have here? Oh, interesting light. Very nice and red. Oh, it's interesting because we do hear the singing wall in the next room. Oh, again, reskin here. Oh, oh my. Oh my, look, everyone. This looks very romantic. Oh, nice petal work here. Very gorgeous bed here. Beautiful, gorgeous tapestry. The magnificent carpet there adorning the walls, changing them just slightly. Little wardrobe and wonderful carpet choices here. Very colorful, very warm, really elegant. Wonderful wedding lamps lighting the place. Really beautiful reskin. Again, Fargrave walls. Really amazing, and a nice cozy fireplace. Wonderful seating area here, and there's wine and lots of sweet rolls, everybody. Oh my. An interesting tapestry here. Very intense color choice. And as you can hear on the other side, and you do see a little bit of the four peeking through here. Red Fox Princess again, so I think that must be it. Oh, that's also nice. Very nice idea to utilize in a fireplace. Look. Very cozy. Smoke and hot even. Beautiful. Very inviting. Really nicely prepared. For all the sweet endeavors, maybe? I mean, we did read a little bit there in the little description. Which house is this? No, this is the second one on for this evening. So the first one was Rishi's, an ancient anchor berth, and this one is a Thieves Oasis that's done by Xarmonia. It's called Resort Town. But you know, with a twist. I was when I was reading this. By the way, I have not read a whole lot. I do read all of your notes and everything when you add your gorgeous houses. Yes, you know, Rishi's house, Silaris, was Tamriel's surgery room, and there was Bastion on the table, and the surgeon had a hammer. So very spicy. And I mean, Rishi did say that it was her most sordid and horrifying construction. Yes. Oh my, indeed. And here we are now in Xarmonia's resort town. This is really not just one house. There are multiple houses all around. And Xarmonia has done this before with the Willow Pond Haven, with multiple houses, very similar in building construction, that is, but the interior of each of the houses was very individual, and you could guess also from the scenery outside who would live there. And similarly, this resort town offers apparently all flavors of tourism, the acquired tastes and the wonderful ones. So really covering a lot here. Is quite interesting and so detailed. And again, reskinning so much and making so much drastic choices in what to do with each room and actually doing something with those rooms, because I mean some of you decide, okay, I'm using the plot but not the house, and so closing off the houses is something that saves a lot of slots, of course. And so deciding to using at least part of them, um, bold moves sometimes, because some of the houses are so vast. Um, but you know, there is a thing as or that says, well, you can use what is already there, and you don't have to reinvent the wheel, if that makes sense. If you already can use something there in the plot, then it would be foolish not to. And then, of course, lots of layering onto and putting in walls and deciding to upscale or, yeah, utilize different styles, layering them on top, creating gorgeous, gorgeous rooms here. We've already seen a 3-star hotel, which is so sweet. It's so sweet. I have to show you the sign again because it made me giggle. It was so, so, so sweet. I would invite you all to come and visit, please. Look, a 3-star hotel. This is so sweet. With the little starfishes. Well, it's not going to run away either, Siladis. Oh, you started to miss building though. Oh, house jumping. Oh, I think there are a few events coming up soon. That involve tours. So, I mean, I am touring right now, of course, but it's different to tour with a community, right? If that makes sense. I think some people would really like doing that. Look, also adding a little bridge here because this is not actually there, right? In the original plot. I must, of course, I shall. I recently I've showed wonderful homes, and there were a number of toilets, and I got very excited about them. it's uh, it's very mundane things, I know, everybody, but some of you decide to design them, those very mundane things, and you design them yourselves, which is just and is so imaginative, and you use so interesting items for it, and it's so fantastic seeing that. Same with kitchens too. Yes, the lawnmower was fantastic. That was in such a magnificent, gorgeous design, in a Mourner's Keep. Also very nice and uh, really elaborate build, right? So such a magnificent reskin that was happening there in that Mourner's Keep. Yeah. Mm. And yeah, a lot of people design very mundane things that some of us know, some of us, I mean, all of us use a bathroom and a kitchen on a daily basis, right? So is very common, but they don't exist in ESO. And why not? It's so nice that all of you think about these mundane things and decide that you will remedy that they do not exist. Oh, it's so magnificent. I really love all the awnings here. The marriage of the Redguard styles and Fargrave and the color choices with the foliage and the shrubberies all around here. It's just really sweet and so elegant. I will, however, go upstairs now one more time onto the other side because I've not been there. And of course, I will also have a look and a stroll around downstairs in Xarmonia's gorgeous, wonderful place here. Oh, look, everyone. Bathtubs. Um, and yeah, Toglu, it's such a lovely resort, right? It's so elegant, so well done, very thought out, really nice, worked also with the plot, as I keep saying, because Xarmonia added houses and layered onto and works with what the plot is giving. And this is just so amazing. And yeah, I mean, a lot of people go about the bathroom thing in different ways, and all approaches are always valid and always interesting. We have already seen a bathhouse too here. Xarmonia thought of that too. It was very steaming, but looked very cozy and comfortable. Also, the sandstorm has dissipated. Some of you would really love to have weather control. I feel you. Just look, the colors are just so nice. Beautiful palette. Here and there, very subdued, really gently, married into the plot. I mean, the Thieves Oasis has already a little bit more subdued look to it. But yeah, really adding so much. And I'll say this one more time. So my crosshair is pointing towards an elsewhere window. And this is added. And because it's on the outside and you can go into that three-star hotel, or Xarmonia thought of adding a corresponding window to the inside. And that's just, attention to detail. Wonderful. Such a dramatic plot too. Gorgeous. Oh, look. I was talking about this piece or this part. We're looking towards, an ancient place. Beneath there is a little old sanctuary of the Khajiit. Really nicely done here. Little bit of lighting layered into a font of Oriel, and when you enter or when you see it from the outside, you might not notice it's a font of Oriel. And inside, of course, we do see, or we've seen, Kunzari's resting place. Wonderful trellises here. Just so wonderful. Very sweet layering all around. And so many choices. And again, this is the fourth part of the actual house we enter. It's a little bank. This here waiting. Wonderful windows here. And we hear the singing wall downstairs. And again, Fargrave. Gently layered in here, closing off part, of course, but it doesn't show, right? It feels very natural when you enter. Really nice. Such a wonderful job here. Also nice choices with the colors here. Again, red guard and beautiful carpet choices. Elegant drapes. Oh, little bit of clutter here on the table. Of course. Very nice. Wonderful choices, Xarmonia. Little bit of flowers, bit of greenery, lifting up the place just slightly. Gorgeous lighting. Ooh. A resort offering all the tastes all the different experiences that you can have while vacationing. And the placement everywhere. Placement is so nicely done. Ah, more elegant seating area here. We do see also how wonderful the lighting works. Yes, just I really appreciate it when you guys decide to light trees and all the other furnishings, of course, but it just really helps them, just makes them look more gnarly and adds plasticity to yeah, just to the build, to the design. You can just see the gnarly tree trunk here. Oh, wonderful. And we can look down here. Just so gentle. So sweet. What a nice seating area too. Very nice and soft additions all around. A little bit of light added here as well, and another water feature. Nothing wrong with that. Very dramatic. So gorgeous. So amazing. So lovely. So this is so nice. This is so nice. Just layering a little piece on just changes very slightly what the plot gives you. Just elevates it just a tiny bit, a smidgen. But oh, just look what the light does sometimes here. Just so wonderful. Oh, so interesting choice here. Highlighting a little bit the wall here. And of course this piece, the red guard enclosure, is also quite nice. It's actually an arc that's open on one side, of course. Very nice. Really love what the lighting does here to the wall. Glistens slightly. Is a nice touch, right? It also is homogeneously just layered onto the original part, right? You don't have to go out of your way to upscale something. Oh, also nice piece here. Beautifully lit. Contours of the reliefs really stand out. Very gentle too. Right, so you can see that those two pieces also very much married into this. Very easy, very smooth. It's really wonderful here. Really gorgeous choices all around. Little bit of rubble up here. And what a view into the resort town. So dramatic. So gorgeous. Oh, Xarmonia, this is so beautiful. so fantastic. Mm. And of course, why not use what the plot gives you? Show it. Build around it. Layer onto it. Play around with the scenery. It's an interesting plot, really. If they only gave us a little bit of weather control, sure some of you would love the plot even more. It's such a glorious place. So relaxing, so cozy. I wonder how long this took. Another very dramatic view from here. The waterfall cascading down there. I'll show you a little bit. Those are all additions. So the little gazebo here. Of course, they fit perfectly. And it's elegant. Such a lovely atmosphere here. Oh, so beautiful, Xarmonia. Really, really gorgeous. I showed you here already the little fishing spot on that side. Beyond the little statue there, where the waterfall cascades down powerfully, murmuring away. In the serenity of this magnificent, gorgeous resort. We've already seen the little gorgeous tavern there. Very cozy and nestled against the rocky surfaces here. Beautiful. Very, very gorgeous. I think I will have to jump somewhere. Maybe here. Whee! Oh, this is so, so wonderful. So lovely. We still have a few more houses left for us to see here in this resort. Oh my! What's wrong, darling? No scratches? Or maybe no apples? Oh, poor little donkey. We've not been here, everyone. Now let's see what lies beyond. Ah, oh my. Oh my. Oh, look, everyone. Lots and lots of little figurines, all very flush. I will never tire of saying this, that some of you go to extreme lengths to place everything really, really flush. And that can be so, so fiddly. And it's such a task sometimes to get it just right. And sometimes even then, things might snap back and do things that you don't want them to do. Nice use here for all those trophies. Wonderful red gaudy piece here as well. Very nice. Do approve also of those pieces here all around. Oh, little figurines. A little fan here. Oh, so nice. Nuzume here. So waiting, maybe for guests. Little letter on the desk. Gorgeous lighting here. Really accentuates also the wood. Oh my. Oh my. Also nice use here for the display cases. Very elegant. Oh, very large trophies here. A nice idea to adorn the wall in this way. It's again Fargrave. And a little bit of high aisle here. So nice. Wonderful marriage. Also really love those shelves. Awesomer. Very elegant. So gorgeous. And is this maybe the museum? Because we were told that there's a museum. Hmm? I do think there is something like, yeah, a museum. Hmm. Aha, and the room under the bank that we've been in that looked so romantic probably was that of the courtesan. So really nice use here again for those wonderful Deadlands pieces, the floor. And again, lighting is everything, everybody. Yeah, right? It's a bit like a museum here. So very nice. Oh, nice lighting here. Wonderful layering in the display cases too. Oh, and a little aquarium. That doesn't hurt either. Beautiful lighting. Lots of figurines and urns all around. Oh, and nice plants here adorning the wall. Very nice job. Very interesting museum. Apparently, maybe Nuzume is the curator here and has curated this elegant collection that we have now seen. Wonderful. And again, very nice choices here, deciding what to use and how to use it, and then layering. And of course, there are a number of slot savers here that help fill the room a little bit. And those are, of course, the figurines and the trophies. But still, you have to add a lot more. The floor has been changed. The walls have been changed. Right, so it's still a lot of pieces that were added. And again, we are at 699 slots here. So quite elaborate. So wonderful. So yes, the bank is up there, and beneath we've seen the lovely, gorgeous room of the courtesan. We've been upstairs too. Oh, now look, everyone. How gorgeous. How elegant. Wonderful flower choices here, really elegantly lit. Warm, gentle colors. So wonderful layering here. It's multiple water features to create this look. Oh, so nice. Very relaxing. And all around benches, places where you can rest, sit down, relax, and unwind. Nice use here for those meditation circles. Very many very tiny pieces all around, very homogeneous. Oh, so nice. Really beautiful. Very calming and relaxing little steps here. And again, I will highlight that this is added, right? And it's still, it fits so nice and so well into this plot, as if it were here or as if it were meant to be here. It's just so wonderful, really lovely. Lovely pathing too. I did say that earlier, but still very nice pathing. Ooh, and that lighting there. Ooh, that looks magnificent. Gorgeous lighting there. Fantastic. Oh, also very nice lighting here. Look, everyone. Oh, so cozy, so comfortable beneath a little canopy here. Warm and inviting. Very calming and relaxing, this plot. So, certainly a resort town because you do unwind and relax here. Must in this scenery. Waterfall gently murmuring in the distance. I'm just gonna have a look whether there's something there, because on the other side there was something hidden there. Don't think there's anything here. All right. But I still had to look. I think I just got stuck with my shield. Oh no. Really homogeneous addition here to the plot, playing with what is there, adding wonderful palms beneath those gorgeous archways, all leading us towards these gorgeous little gazebos, very symmetric also. Perfect lighting here. Oh my, look everybody. Can you see it? How gorgeous the lighting is. historical monument. Magnificently lit. Very beautiful. I'm getting vibes of little love for Redguard here, Xarmonia. I understand. Just wonderful lighting there. It's just so, so nice. And it really stands out in that archway. Really, really bounces off amazingly. So, so magnificent. Oh, it's so beautiful. Everyone. I think now I have seen everything. I'm going to have a look at the little note and mentally tick off what we've visited. But I do think we have seen everything. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, yes, we've seen that. Mm. I do think we have seen everything. So everybody do come visit. Bring all your friends. Show them around. Find your favorite spots. Send Xarmonia only kind messages, messages of appreciation. Recommend and favorite. As with all the wonderful designs, it does help to it does help the designers a lot because just is nice to be appreciated. And so do tell people how wonderful and beautiful the place is. And if you do want to send a message directly, you are visiting a home and you're using EHT, you can go to this little menu here that reads owner, and it will open the in-game mailing system, so you can send the designers a nice message telling them, oh, this was so relaxing here, I want to move in. How long will you have me? And how much is the rent? Or maybe you have questions, then also send those. And I shall have a look where we will go next. Way too high. You know, Red Fox Princess, she did, or Xarmonia noted, the 3-star hotel where you can spend the night for a very immodest price. So is advertised as that. Yes, Toplo, the message, the description is hilarious. You can also read it because it's the description that Xarmonia gave us in my little request to all of you. You just have to scroll up a little bit. Oh, and I see there is a new one on my list. Yes, me too. Red Fox Princess. That's why I'm asking. Maybe we have to ask Xarmonia, how much is it? What does immodest mean for you? Ooh, also love that note. I've finished for the moment. What does for the moment mean? So yes, you can certainly go ahead and read the wonderful note by Shamonia. It is a little bit of a scrolling experience for you, I think. Oh, how nice! You guys are so sweet, opening your doors to me. You still have slots left. Toklu, I understand, and I get it. I know, and this one has also one slot left. Shamonia has one slot left here, and I know, some, or to some, the design might not be finished until you have placed the last slot. Um, and some of you decide, you know what? I can design something so special and amazing with less slots than I have available. And I think all of that is valid and legit, and you all design the way you do and always be yourselves. Yeah, and Turklu, I've talked about some of you getting a little bit panicky when you only have a few more slots left, and you might go, now it's getting a bit tight. You're getting to a spot where you're like, what am I going to do? What am I going to place? And the first one tonight's um, the one by Rishi was a 30 slot home. Just a room, and that's you have to be really strict with yourself what you are going to place in those. I feel, in particular when it's a reskin, and it is a reskin. Rishi's is a reskin. Everybody, you have to go visit. It's so well. Spooky, little bit spooky too, but it's so well done. A really great reskin. The um the interim really has disappeared. Oh, hey there, Moonpile. So wonderful to have you here too. I am very good. I hope you're well too, darling. Hope you're doing wonderful. It's also so nice to have you all on a stream. And I know it's sometimes really difficult for some of you because time zones. Oh, wonderful to hear that. I'm so glad, Moonpile. I have also seen a few of your editions in some spots, and I'm very curious about some of them. So really, all of them. It's You guys are so sweet, opening your doors to a nosy lady like myself with a camera, so I can visit and see everything and have a wonderful time. I shall. I shall. All of your gorgeous houses that you put on that list, I will visit eventually. Um, I'm doing my best to get to all of them. It might just take me a moment, and it's just so wonderful to see all of you happily participating. It's really joyful, and sometimes it's difficult to find a place where you feel like you're seen. And even in a slow walk, I might not be doing all the builds justice. So do not be afraid and send me DMs if you want to talk certain things more in depth, because So as today I was gonna do a designer special, but it's postponed. We'll do it another time. But I have another special soon, TM, and is a very sweet one. And I'm very excited about it already. And I have another spotlight for you too. That's in the making. And potentially another one, and potentially more things to come for you. But I'm always happy to listen and to learn. Maybe there is something that needs a specific space that we can then shine a little light on so that you feel seen and heard and just, yeah. You contributed a few, Siladis, and I really love seeing all of yours. I mean, again, it will take me a while. We'll also note, I have already opened a little bit for wait, for Ethereus Art. So if you are a member of Ethereus Art or a friend, um, I have returned with showing cribs as well. And the next cribs episode will be aired in December 8th. And if you have something that is wintry, maybe you have a solstice party house for guild events. I emphasize guild events here a little bit because in cribs I like to show also guild halls or just utility homes that tend to a certain need for a certain guild, like where a house where you can do auctions that is designed in a specific way, or party homes, or maybe you have uh, other specific needs for a guild, but that never get shown. And so that's what Cribs is also for, to highlight guilds. And I have set it to winter, so anything wintry goes. Or maybe you have designed a little sleigh that's going downhill with a ride included, or maybe you have a different kind of holiday season, down under style, maybe. Then that's also welcome. If you want to add it and you are on the Theories Art Discord, you can just add there, or you can DM me. And if you are a friend and not in Ethereus Art, but you wish to contribute because you have something that fits, then please DM me, message me. I'm always happy to get your wonderful homes in so that I can show them off a little bit. And of course, slow walks, no theme at all whatsoever, so everything goes. And I really mean absolutely everything. So if you, even works in progress, if you want to show works in progress, you can do that too. Oopsie. Happy to show those as well. Your internet's wonky again. How rude, Turk Blue. Last night, during a trial run, there were so many kicks, and it felt like there was some kind of sabotage act going on. It was just strange what was happening. Yes, Siladis, I have seen the Cafe Caravelle already, which was so sweet and so darling. I really love that. There's already a clip for it as well. Oh, I should note that as well. As you or some of you know, I highlight all streams and I highlight each and every house I visit for the duration that I'm there. So all your houses have individual highlights, so you can show them if you want to, or refer back to them, or have a close look at them and decide what you want to change. Because I know some of you do that. So yeah, I've seen that one already. And no, but the tiny, crazy little apartment I've not seen. So that one I'm certainly. Aww, I love that. I love that comment. It's hilarious. You know, it's called a throne for good reason too, right? Siladis, I love that. It's hilarious. Um, so yeah, I'm looking forward to that. But don't be shy. If you wish me to slowly, really slowly snail through one of your gorgeous designs or multiple ones, as I said, Reese Slow Walks is not themed. Anything goes. Oh, and in regards to works in progress, I have been working a little bit on a little something that will turn up on my YouTube, where a work in progress was being talked about. And then I had the very distinct pleasure of showing what it looked like when it's done. So you can also think about that if that's something you'd like to do, showing a work in progress and later coming back, letting me see how it looks like when you were done. Yes, sea letters. Yes, yes. Tis in fact a throne. I love that. I hope you're having a good time, everybody, talking and giggling away at mundane things. Ah, all right. Siladis, don't worry about it. I mean, they're not going anywhere for now, right? If you do return and reinstall, I'm sure all of us will be notified. I'm sure you tell us. And then you can, of course, change that if you wish to. So, and since you know, I'm snailing. This is again the second house, and we are nearing slowly the 3 hour mark. So, you see just how slow I am walking, and I really mean what I say here. It's a slow walk, so I will slow walk and will meander through the list at some point and reach them all. They won't go anywhere. It's just you guys are very, very generous with your time, generous with opening your doors, and so sweet and gentle beings, just allowing me to see it all. And just it takes courage, for some it really takes courage to do that, because you might not feel good enough, or you might not feel um, you know that you're doing well enough. But let me tell you one thing: you are always enough. No ifs, no buts. um Aw, oh, Siladis, I shall. I'm happy to visit and see you and say hi. Maybe there's a cafe in for it too. It's you know, I mean, there are possibilities of that, of course. Of course. I mean, you have gorgeous houses. That cafe was so sweet. I'm not sure if people are aware of it. There is a cafe, a gorgeous cafe Caravel in a very, I have said this when I was visiting it, that the Captain Margot's place can seem really dismal and dark, right? And it's so elegant what you've done with it, and it doesn't look a lot like it. Like when you enter and you see a little road that you added, and we can walk around it, and then there's even a cafe. So yes, I mean, you have a toilet in that wonderful apartment. I have to see that. You have a throne there, so of course I will. Of course I will. And sometimes, if it's not a toilet, you have a kitchen or it's a cafe. Finally back up for now. Yay, Turk Blue. We are going to try to hold on to you now. It's so mean that the connection sometimes is so wonky for some of you. So yes, of course, I am always hopeful to visit any of you, any of your houses, that is. And there are many possibilities for this in slow walks, or sometimes you have wonderful houses that fit one of the showcases that the house folio does. And I will link the house folio once more. Also to alert you, maybe you guys have seen it um, already, and maybe you guys have already voted as well. There is a vote up on the house folio that Lulu added. I hope you've all seen it. It's very important. um, it's under community votes. So in the important, this is on EU, Moonpile. And yes, it is very beautiful, and you should come and visit. And I was going to remind all of you, please, please, please vote in the community voted poll that Lulu added for all of you. Which theme would you like to see for the upcoming themed showcase in November? So there are ruins, so abandoned ruins, homes with a secret, modern homes, nightlife, so bars and clubs, or NPC homes. Do vote. There are still a number of days left, so 13 days left to vote, but don't forget it, please. It's really great that there is these kinds of votes going on, so that we do have showcases that also cater to what the community wants. So that's wonderful. Also, will note that for this month, the showcase, the themed one, is vampires. Also, you're very welcome, Moonpile. Um, I was just going to tell you about this month showcase. So vampires, as I was saying, spooky season is coming. Please show us your builds with the main focus on vampires. Vampiric castles or crypts, labs or temples, or maybe your vampire lives among us and has a normal home with a secret lair. Um, so posts must include, as per usual, one screenshot, just one, and that, of course, corresponding to the theme. And as mentioned many times, there's no deadline. So even if November October is gone and November is there, doesn't mean you cannot add your houses there still. So there it is. And also, little service announcement. I will do Argonian lore next week on Friday. So that is the September showcase with Argonian lore houses. So not style, but lore friendly. So You were asked to show Argonian homes, villages, and sacred places that are lore friendly and not just Argonian or Murkmire style builds. So any modern home that is using Argonian style items does not fit. So, and there again, it's still open. If you have an Argonian lore friendly build, either PC NA or PCEU or console, you can certainly add those. The consoles are covered by Tar, one of the streamers in the team. I cannot cover those. Very sorry. I will cover PCEU and NA as per usual. So that's for the service announcements, everyone. Thank you so much for bearing with me here. Oh, there's so much going on. Oh, also little note, while I'm at it. The competition, Other Worlds by The Real Endgame, is still, well, open for all of you, also the novices among you. Maybe some of you know someone who is fairly new to housing and is a little bit shy. Maybe you can convince them to participate if they do have something otherworldly that would fit the theme. There are multiple queries into this. So if you're not sure whether your house or your build fits the theme, you can always DM Lilana or you can ask in the chat on the Discord. There is actually a little section just for this competition where you can discuss a little bit around it. So do feel free to talk things over there. And Silaris, that gorgeous cafe. When I was there, I was telling people that they have to just come and visit and see it themselves. It's just so fantastic. Oh, Turk Blue, hugs. I'm so sorry. It's just it's terrible when the internet does weird things. You know, I also heard from a number of people that their internet gets wonky when it's storm season, and things just misbehave all the time. Oh, I'm so sorry. Mm. You know, Silad is also fast, even if it's a room with 30 slots. I will take my sweet time. And since you already said there is a throne in there for me, I'm quite certain I might take a moment. Hmm. Yeah, I have heard a number of people saying that going on a spree with the with small rooms and or smaller places, because as you say, it's more of a challenge because you're so much more limited. Now that being said, doesn't mean a 700 slot build isn't beautiful or isn't challenging, because sometimes you guys have such elaborate visions and such gorgeous visions and such such images in your mind that it can still be really challenging even with a 700 slot home. Right, I was gonna tell you. Yeah, Turk Blue. I was talking about this on Wednesday when I was showing a Grand Sijic Villa. That plot in particular, I find, can be really difficult to furnish because it can look very bereft if you don't block off things, if you don't block off parts of the house. It can really look very, very sparse. And this is so weird in a luxurious home like that because the exterior and interior of the original abode are super, super posh, right? Marble floor, very elegant walls and ceiling, really high domed. Um, Also, the wood features that the house comes with, very posh, like really upscaled, right? And when you then have uh, furnishing sparsely scattered around because it is that large, yeah, it can be super super difficult. Which is why, thus, please, pretty please, more slots, not larger plots, just more slots. Thank you so much. This would be all for the wish list for tonight. I'm hoping. Mm. Yeah, oh, I have also seen, while we are on the subject of Grand Citic Villa, I've seen a wonderful design there by Tierchen, basically blocking off the majority of the plot and creating a gorgeous, gorgeous grotto with shrines. It was really, really wonderfully done. Yeah, Moonpie. I think a lot of people were thinking, well, is it the thought that counts in this? Maybe the thought should count because it doesn't it's not terribly expensive, right? You can get your hands on it quite easily, or you could get your hands on it quite easily. So yeah, but on the other hand, you're like, if, kind of not really hitting the mark there. Yeah, yeah. It's certainly absolutely amazing. Yeah, I feel you. But yeah, kind of target slightly missed or a lot. It's quite funny. Oh, flashable thrones. What a brilliant idea, Sea Ladders. Ooh, interesting. You know, um, it's at least not with the little sea bloom. Um, it's at least not here we hit and then painting around the target. Like retrofitting. So it's, I think, kind of it's a thought that counts. Sometimes I feel like this is a little child that is very proud of making something, or creating something for you and is presenting it to you, and you're like, oh, that's very sweet. And of course, you tell the child, oh, you've done so well, but not exactly what I asked for. Hmm. Not to slander all that much, but yeah, there are a few things that could really help, like weather control. As you can see, we are currently experiencing a magnificent sandstorm, and again, some of you feel really strongly about it, and also glare can be a thing for some. So that's why I keep asking for it, and the slot limit. Oh, yeah, Moonpie, I understand. Mm. Maybe if we ask more often for it, maybe they will listen. I mean, they do listen. So, Siladas with the sea bloom, they wanted to, um, well, cater to and ask for, well, houses that aren't as huge, but have a good slot limit. You know, a good mm, balance, really. But is really not what the house is. But for the price, is kind of still a bargain. And I have already heard some people were doing very interesting things with it. Mm. And yeah, weather control, not just the sandstorms, but also some of you would really love to be able to control the weather also because of the windows, right? In this particular build, we do have windows in here as well, and those behave weirdly, and it's the weather is connected to that, right? So in some cases, that can make or break a build. And so I understand why you guys feel so strongly about it. And then on the other hand, you could argue, yeah, but it's a challenge. You could also view it as a challenge and create whatever you're building with the weather in mind. But yeah, is I understand the arguments. It makes so much sense. Mm. Hmm. Oh. Aha, aha. See, Ladis, you know, um, I mean, there's such a thing as being honest with your child too, but I feel you. You can't, it's heartbreaking. Do you need a hug? Um, oh, you've done so well. It's also a little encouragement that you have to give, right? Because it's a skill that needs honing, and 2.5 years old is quite early still. You kind of have to um, not expect too much there. Mm. Uh, yeah, exactly, Moonfire. So, I mean, I do say it all the time on stream. We ask for more slots. Like if you're looking at this plot, for instance, I think if you had 300 slots more here, so 1,000, I think, or in the Grand Sijic Villa, it wouldn't have to be all that many slots more. I mean, okay, 300 is quite a lot more, but at the same time, when you look at um, the vastness of some of the plots, or the Seavale Spire, I mean, I'm sure that some of you have seen, but the Seavale Spire has a vastness on top. When you enter, there's like a lot of water surface that you can actually build onto or build along. And then you have a downstairs area too that is as extensive as the upstairs. And all you have is 700 slots for this. If you want to design something interesting there, you absolutely have to block things off. You absolutely cannot use the entirety of the plot, and that is the argument. And I think that's not I think they didn't really understand. But I mean, Again, and that's why I refer to, oh, is it the thought that has to count here? Hmm. Oh, that's true too, Moonpire. And in regards to lighting and lightning, I mean, and that's also a good point because sometimes, and I will remind you all, if you have a house that you enter into a competition, do not forget to add notes for judges that inform the judges to visit at a specific weather during a specific weather time, if that makes sense. Um, and also, if that is a thing for you, gamma settings, because if gamma settings are important, some of you design really on much lower gamma setting than others, and because of that, the difference in the experience or the difference in visiting can really be grave and really large. And that's why it's so, so important that you guys do not forget those notes. They absolutely matter. Mm. Yeah, yeah. Also, Red Fox Princess is weird. Um, but yeah, maybe I'm not sure what goes into all the decision making there. Of course, none of us is there. We can only speculate about this. Mm. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, Siladis, that too. We'll say, some of you guys have done such magnificent jobs in the Sea Spire. It's such a brilliant home. It's so gorgeous. And some of you have designed on top and downstairs. And that's just, I appreciate those builds because, and I appreciate all your builds, but I appreciate a build where I distinctly know how difficult it is to furnish or to create something to not look like the plot is bereft of something. And it's in those vast plots, it's super difficult to do. And with the sea Bloom Villa, um, I think they just heard people um, want something that is medium or not as large, and so that's what they wanted to hear maybe, and so that's how the Seam Bloom got in. And yeah, eh, sometimes I feel like some of the 400 slot homes are also too big for the slot limit. And I mean, you can use very large furnishing pieces, right? Very large walls, for instance, or so. But at the same time, is it forcing you to do that? Or, they kind of want the creativity and they're really happy to see so much creative pieces in those wonderful homes. But at the same time, it feels like, they're hampering you guys a little bit in the sense that you might be hampered in this slot limit all that much. And this is the only other thing that's limiting, right? I keep returning to this as well. In housing, you're only limited by two things: your own imagination and the slot limit. Hmm. Oh, I love the Erstwhile Sanctuary. And yeah, Stillwater's Retreat. I mean, a lot of people have just the entryway of the Stillwater's Retreat. They just leave it as sort of bereft, so entirely empty, and just keep all the slots for the upstairs, which of course, or the outside, which of course makes a lot of sense. Or Potentate's Retreat, same thing. Because it has a vast outside, but you have to get to it, right? And so, yeah, and Erstwhile Sanctuary. Ooh, so many gorgeous builds in there. I've recently showed actually a guild hall there. Really great guild hall too. Interesting color palette. And yeah, you have to make decisions there and decide what it is that you want to show. Will you block off the gorgeous cavern where the light breaks through? Or will you create a path through the cavern and just yeah, make the wonderful interior waterfalls go away? What are you going to do? So yeah, and I've spoken with Poseidon on designer spotlight and later on as well. The first thing that he does when he enters a specific home and has a look at it is thinking about what to block off. And that's kind of sad, right? If you have to think about designing something that forces you to block things off. And then some people take great pride in not blocking things off, but the builds tend to sometimes look really bereft because you have to utilize pillars and slot savers, and it might not exactly be what you're looking for. So it's a really difficult position that you're in. Mm. Oh dear, Moonpie. Yeah, and landscaping, and that's also such a good point because I do know that some of you would love to focus more, like for instance, on sculpturing, and the landscaping part is not all that enjoyable for you, and it is something that is a little bit more difficult to do. And then there are people who really love landscaping, but then have just a smidgen of slots left to design something of a story or something of a home, whatever it is that the theme is there. So yeah, it's kind of rough. Yeah, yeah. What do you definitely want to feature too? And yes, Red Fox Princess, that's exactly what I mean. It's a bit sad, and you know, is I don't fault any of the designers for deciding, to, for instance, with the Stillwater's retreat to decide, okay, I am going to leave the entree, the entire entree. I'm going to leave bereft, maybe just one light or two, so that people see the way. But besides that, I'm not going to do anything there because I need all the slots upstairs. Or with the Sea Vale Spire, I mean, Ruben has done a gorgeous gallery there and has covered the entree, and you have a gallery and sculpture experience there, and then you are led downstairs. So you're not seeing anything of the upstairs really, besides the bridge. And then the downstairs, of course, is a wonderful, thought-provoking Ruben build And then there are other designers who go for the Earth Tech Cavern. I also love that one in particular because the light is there. It can be really stunning and mesmerizing there. And Shemina, for instance, decided to block off the majority of the plot and just design the falling water homage at one of the waterfalls, and that's it. Right. So, and there's a huge plot still left and untouched. So I still love all those builds. I still love seeing all of what you do and want to honor all of your endeavors there. In plots very tiny, small, medium-sized, and very large. I think all of you have done such a magnificent job already. Oh yeah, I've seen that Moonpie. I've seen a note there. I've seen that note. I also have seen. I think Lil has been inquiring about that. So is I mean, there's still time, right? But is getting closer. And EHT is such a powerful tool too, right? I mean, just the community tab is so nice. And then, of course, all the ways that you can edit and utilize this very, very powerful tool. It's just, and of course, I think that, for instance, the open house feature here is so nice when you have the opportunity to add way more descriptions there than you could in the home tours feature. So I think that would be really sad. Well, we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens. Maybe they will still do something and answer. We have to all keep our fingers crossed if, of course, using EHT. The only thing I'm using it for, I actually kind of forgot to use it today. I usually do this and say, I'm live, by the way. I mean, I could still do and say I'm live, but I'm not going to because then I would have to reload or it reloads automatically. I love essay posts. Hmm. Yeah, the descriptions are so much more important. And also, I know someone who's designed a story build, also fiddling a little bit about the code. So Arch has done that. It's a really beautiful build. Very dramatic and really sad, but a magnificent build and utilizing EHT to tell the story in sort of directions when you are moving through because it's a story build. And then there is, of course, journal entries. And that would be really a shame. And of course, some like to use the special effects, right? And for portals, for instance, or for adding cobwebs, or there are lots and lots of different special effects that you could add that could also help in design, of course. We'll see about that. I was going to tell you where we are going next, everyone. Are you ready to say au revoir, goodbye, and so long to Xarmonia's gorgeous, gorgeous resort? Well, resort town, I should probably say. Everybody, you must all come here and visit, and then send Xarmonia only kind messages. um, right, I was gonna tell you. Oh, wow, everybody. Yes, everybody say thank you to Xarmonia for sharing this wonderful, gorgeous house. Oh, hey there, Shimina. Welcome, welcome. Good evening to you too. Grüß dich. It's been my pleasure, darling. I always love going slow. I probably can't do fast. You know, this is what snails do. Slugging very slowly away. And Vering, that's an interesting approach. I had questions. For instance, I mean, the inspiration is very obvious. Um, and I'm not sure if I recalled everything correctly there because I'm not from Vienna, so of course I don't know all the history, but I was under the impression that Währing is a suburb or used to be a suburb and was mm, uh, in accord with the other. I know snails are very marvelous creatures, very resilient too. I was wondering whether it was around the time that you said it to, that it was still refusing to be part of the greater Vienna. Because I know that around that time there was actually a debate going on about including suburbs into the greater Vienna. And I also distinctly remember that the suburbs were not all that fond, shall we say. But I'm not sure if I'm correct on the history there. It's very interesting. I really liked how you looked at the architecture there and how you decided to incorporate that dagger for overlook with that. And I really love that scene with the little kitty and the dog chasing the kitty. That was the funniest thing. Absolutely hilarious. I had a lot of giggles. It was really funny. Really wonderful town too. And yours, I think, was oh yeah, yours was the last one there in that stream on Wednesday. It was it took me so long to get through that showcase um, because of course it was a triple and there were so many gorgeous houses to see and it was so fantastic and I had the best time. Hmm. So much to see there, so much beauties to see. And of course, you guys keep me so busy with all the wonderful entries to the slow walks. And I was just talking about your Earth Tech Cavern and how you also didn't use a lot of the larger part of the plot and went for one of the waterfalls to do the falling water. I think that's we were talking about um, the predicament with large plots in the sense that they are vast but only have a limitation to 700 slots. And that can be um, putting you into difficult positions in regards to choice. Like, what do you really, really want to show, and what do you absolutely need to block off to pull off what you want to show? And that build is so elaborate. I think I showed it in. Mm, where did I show it? It was not a slow walk, but I was still slow in it. So let me think. Mm, hmm. Where did they show this? Was it? No, it was not castles, was it? Or was it castles? Because it's not a castle. It villages maybe? I've seen too many houses, everybody. No, also not there. Where have I seen it? Wait a minute. No, not here, not here, not here. Cold Harvest Real Estate. Hmm. Oh, right. You had two. Now I remember. It was a slow walk and it was two. Ah, it's just it's taking me a moment. The Earth Tech Heaven. It is so beautiful. The falling water. Oh, it was so wonderful. Really loved that. Also, very nice approach to that architecture. Ah, oh, I see. Mm, I see, I see. Yeah, that makes sense, Shamina. And also, thank you so much for that information. That does help. It's quite interesting that there is such a there's always history in older places, of course, but it's always good to see that. And it's interesting that you decided to go with that in your particular plot in that particular town. Mm, yeah, yeah. Right, right. Of course, I mean, growing or a city or a town that grows will accumulate. I mean, you see this in the majority of larger towns, of course, but it's quite interesting to have a look at original, um, villages or suburbs or smaller parts of the city and their original architecture and whether or not it's been preserved and looking at the style there and maybe being inspired by it. Mm. Ah, nice. And the vineyard history does come through. It's very obvious, wine cellar and all. And what I also loved there is the contrast between the gorgeous Colovian barrels and the older ones. That's quite nice. Wonderful contrast there. Also really like the cobwebs there, so wine is certainly aged. Yeah, it's quite interesting. Also, to meander into the history a little bit and to highlight those parts. That really helps. Thank you so much, Shamina. Really appreciate that. It's a wonderful build that you've done there. And again, the architecture was really wonderful. It seemed to me, it's sometimes really difficult to be faithful to architecture and utilizing what you have to recreate. So I really appreciate seeing that. It was very nice. And again, the play with the scene there and the movement you add just really elevates the plot. And of course, as I think I've said this also in the stream, that the tower is blocked off, the entirety of the house is blocked off, including the downstairs. So, and you're still at slot limit, which is exactly what is needed there, of course. It's not a criticism, by the way. I'm just saying that in some cases, you must make choices like that to pull off what you have in mind, what you're looking for, what you're wanting to highlight and design. Really? I'm not sure we are. Mm. Oh, that's wonderful, Shimina. I really love that. And it's these homages, and a lot of you do that. I've seen a number of people building a little homage to something like in that same episode, the first one I showed, this very spooky nightmare um, town that was also an homage, really, to Nightmare Before Christmas, or others create homages like Deadpin does to the Lord of the Rings sujets, like Minas Tirith and Bree, for instance, and is, I think, really wonderful. And I have also had conversations with people that were inspired by something else, not a book, but literature, for instance, can be very inspiring for people, and it doesn't even have to be fantasy. It can be classical literature even, or other people are super inspired by architecture and really wish to highlight that or want to incorporate that because it's a love or an adoration that they have. There are so many gorgeous hobbit towns indeed. And it's so cute. And yeah, a lot of you guys decide to build something that is close to your heart in one way or the other, and is always in the plot, and it always exudes from it, and that's why I take so much time. It's I just really love seeing that, and it's sometimes very special inspiration. And as I was saying earlier, um, if you find that maybe a slow walk doesn't cut it for some reason, or maybe you don't think that some of your builds may fit what we are looking for in showcases or in other formats, don't be shy and do message and let's have a conversation, and maybe we can make spaces, creating spaces for everyone to be seen and heard, maybe too. Oh, oh my. Oh my, Siladis. From a poem. See, so I just started. I asked for people. If you are on the real end game, you might have seen it. That Lilana has kindly given me space, or given you space, with where is it? I have to find it. Literature in house designs. So if you have something, I can give you also the information there. Um, so um, Thunderthigh basically suggested this in a conversation that I had with them. And Thunderthigh suggested to create a space for wonderful designers who create elegant, thoughtful, and mesmerizing builds that are inspired by reading something that resonates with them so much it appears in ESO. Has a poem come to life in one of your builds? Did a chapter of a book find expression in an abode of yours? Then this is your space. So far, two people have been very brave to just note down their house and the piece of literature that it was inspired by. And this is not something that I will do live. Instead, so maybe I should also tell you what the format is. So I will record the reading of the poem or chapter or excerpt or whatever it is that you wish me to read. So I will utilize a different mic for that, and I rehearse and practice a little bit and read the piece of literature in a recording, and then the house is going to be visited, and I record footage from there too. Then this will be edited and uploaded to both Twitch and YouTube. So if you're comfortable with that, then it's certainly for you. There's one more note that I have to remind you all of. All literature must be in the public domain. If it's not in the public domain, we may run into copyright issues. So make sure it is. Otherwise, it's not going to be possible for me to do it without getting fined. So yeah, that as a little side note. And if you're not there, yes, no Harry Potter. I'm very sorry. So a good rule of thumb for public domain: the author needs to be dead for about 50 to 70 years. Um, in some countries, that is 100 years. For Mexican authors, it's 100 years. And I think for other countries, they also have 100 years. So check with the public domain and then see if you have something that fits. Mm. You're not in the real end game yet. Oh no. Why not? I don't understand, darling. Oh, look at that. See? So also sometimes in so for these things, so this is one instance where Thunderthigh and me, we were talking, and this basically the space was what was created. So if you feel like that there is something that needs space that isn't being covered because it's It might be very niche, or whatever reason. Do not be shy, and just you can DM me, you can talk to me, and we can see, maybe we can carve out some space somewhere, we can create some space. So that's what communities are for, right? To find room for everyone. Oh, wonderful, Siladis. Well, I always do my best, of course. I sound roughly the same. It's just the sound is a little bit more crisp. If you're wondering what I sound like when reading on a different mic, I have poetry on my YouTube. I have, because it was requested that reads. And so I went and looked at a number of poetry, a number of poets, and went uh, finding some of them. And I read them and edited a little bit. And the 2 volumes are on my YouTube as well. If you want to listen to them, you can, and you can hear what it sounds like. It's the same name. It's Rivière. Also, the bot will notify you, and it is in. Should be on the Twitch, Siladis, under about. I do have a link directly. You can just click and it should bring you directly to YouTube. And it's in the collection is rereads. It was an evening or a night, I think, and people were talking with me and saying, yes, you could read something. We can just fall asleep then, and be all relaxed and oh, very good. Literature and house design, yes, exactly. That is the place for your plot. If you have something that is inspired by poetry or literature or anything written that is in the public realm, then do note it down. You do see that 2 people have already done that. I have pinned those. If you can look in the pins there as well. And if you're not sure if yours fits, a good rule of thumb is checking or looking whether the author is dead for a while. This sounds so terrible, but if they are if they have already left this life and have entered a new life, or have become something else entirely, then it's a safe bet. Mm. Oh yes, oh yes, Shimina, I agree. Uh, yeah, that's why Shimina, public domain. You can check whether something is in the public domain by looking at Gutenberg, for instance. The project does note whether something is in the public domain or not, and free to use. So that's definitely something to note and check out. Very important note there. Yes. you know, See, Ladis, again, you would still have to. and of course, if you guys are the ones that have authored the poems and you wish me to read it, I'm very honored. I'm very thrilled and honored to do that too. And if you permit me to, that's even better. So yeah, sometimes if you have permission from a living author, perfect. But like the big ones, we're probably not getting permission. I mean, you can write and ask them, but a lot of them would ask then, well, um, how much? How much are you going to pay? So yeah, but yeah, just to notify you there, if you want to add your homes into that, have a look at the channel. And if you are wondering where your house might fit, or if you um, feel like your house doesn't fit anywhere, but you would really like to be seen as well, and you don't know if a space exists, then let's have a conversation. This is so special, sea ladders. Um, you know, um, Also some have decided to, how should I say, um, amend other poets' poetry just slightly. So it's quite wonderful. Oh, this is so sweet. This is very sweet, Siladis. Tell him thank you. Ah, this is very, very sweet and so darling. So cute. Very good. Laughter is so important. Oh, this is very sweet. Space Marines, Space Marines. Peppers is our cat. I am cool and good at this 'cause I wear my hat. Oh, so cute. Ah, this is wonderful. I really love when you guys laugh together and yeah, have joy together and giggle and cater to the little child, the inner child that just it's still there. Just because we grow up doesn't mean it's gone and never there to return. You just have to allow it in sometimes. I have a friend of a certain age. When I gift her with whatever it is I gift her, she reacts like a child when you tell the child, we are going to a candy shop. This the same joy and happiness. And so I think that's so, so sweet. This was just the first reading, darling. I can do better than that. Also on a bad mic. I do have a much better mic here that I will use to reading in poetry. It sounds a little bit different. I can promise you that. Voice is still the same. I'm not changing anything there, but yeah. Oh, you're very kind. You're so kind. I'm blushing. It's also very flowy. Sometimes, um, and I mean, I will say one thing. Uh, Reading things, whatever they may be, you they're easier to read when they have a flow. I know, I blush a lot. I know, can't help it. It just happens. Also, you guys make me blush all the time. It's so sweet. It's so darling. It's so glorious too. Aww. Aww. See, so happiness all around. Blushing happiness too. So darling, so sweet. Wonderful, everybody.